Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Real Talk Parent Edition. Today, we are going to be talking about distance learning parent survey. So, last week we introduced the survey to you, explained the purpose behind it, and today we have some fascinating results to share with you.
Yes, and not only do we have the results, but we have hopefully some good strategies and things that, based on our results, we can offer to you to make sure that all of our students are having a successful second semester. So that is our main goal today. Okay, so this was one of our questions, and the question was, what were some challenges your student faced while participating in distance learning? As you can see, and as we can all suspect, the number one problem or challenge with distance learning was internet issues and all those like logging into Zooms and things like that. So we had a lot of phone calls coming in about that. So we kind of expected that to be one of the results. So with that being said, our district knew that this was an issue for a lot of our families. So they actually purchased some smart buses. So I'll go ahead and pull that up. This is going to be a great resource for you to use for your students if you are able to do that, because that'll just kind of take out that internet piece if that was one of the issues. So a smart bus, if you want to just let them know kind of what it is.
So basically what it is, it's a bus that provides Wi-Fi access for students who might not have access from their homes. So by going to these different locations, you should be able to access and log in and attend your Zoom meetings.
Yes. So the password is universal and it's all lowercase, and you're just gonna, once you're there in that location or that area, you're gonna put in Smart Bus, and that's gonna be your connection. So this is on our website. We have it there for you so you can kind of go, but it shows you by school the location of where the Smart Bus is, the time that it's there, and the different dates that it's there. So again, you can access this mobile Wi-Fi connectivity piece from our school website. Okay, so if that was one of the issues that you were experiencing, please make sure you're utilizing this tool. We know that this was one of the issues, and we want to, of course, take away any barriers that you or your student may have had. One of the other big things that we noticed was a challenge was keeping up with the pace of the teacher. And another big one was completing all of the assignments on time. So that kind of brings us to our next slide. So when we talk about, keeping up with the pace of the teacher and making sure all of our assignments are turned in on time, that was one of the things that we learned during first semester was, okay, how can we help our students? How can we help our families and support them better? So that is why we came up with an abundance of interventions that students can actually participate in to get any tutoring help, and it's at the school level that they can get tutoring help. We actually have all of our Avid tutors in the classes with them, and they're taking notes. So then when they go to the outside tutoring sessions, the Avid tutors know exactly how to help them because they actually participated in the class. So in order to keep up with the pace of the teacher and to make sure that those assignments are turned in on time, the number one thing that you can do as a parent is make sure your student is taking advantage of our interventions. And that was one thing that we saw from our survey is that 63% of our parents told us that their students did not participate in the interventions. So that's something we really want to talk about today and really just, help you to know how your students can sign up. Because if they're taking advantage of these things, it's only going to make them more successful. And I promise it's going to make your life easier because Avid tutors are helping them and you are not the ones responsible for helping them. So what I wanted to do is first talk about our interventions.
Our interventions. So we have FEV Tutor.
And this one is actually through the district. So this is one, and I'll show you exactly how your student can get there, but this one is district-wide.
We have Homework Haven, which takes place on Tuesdays and Fridays from 2 to 4.
And that one actually is ran by teachers, but we have avid tutors there helping our students. So that one is actually probably going to be one of the best ones for your students to attend, because like I said, our avid tutors are in the classes. They know how to help your students. So that one's going to be huge, huge, huge. We honestly didn't have that much traffic in Homework Haven the first semester. So the students who did, though, participate in Homework Haven saw tremendous growth in their grade and help. They got the help that they needed. So we also have
lunchtime rescue, and that's Monday through Friday. And then we have paper tutoring, which is also provided by the district. And if you have any questions regarding any of this, all of these, the student can sign up through Clever.
And I'm actually going to show them how to do it.
Oh,
right now.
Perfect. It's real simple.
One that we missed was Saturday Academy.
Oh.
This one is also a great intervention, ran by our avid tutors as well. It's all virtual, of course, right now because it has to be. But it's a 4-hour block that your student can sign in and get the help that they need on any assignment. So we will send out, I'm sure you get all of our voicemails and emails constantly. So we will be sending those out throughout. So make sure you're listening to those so that you can have your students sign up.
And most teachers are willing to work with you on turning in late work. Make sure that your child is communicating with the teachers, and then attend Saturday school because it'll help change their grade.
And the communication is going to be key. Okay, so if you're making up anything, which of course this semester we would rather not have late work. Like, we don't want your student to get swamped and then be like making up all of these assignments. What we want for your child is to take advantage of these interventions now so that they do not get behind. So what we saw last semester is that towards the end, students started taking advantage of them. But at that point, they're already really, really overwhelmed with work, and it's like too much to catch up. So if they start taking advantage now, like today, then they just won't get behind. So really quickly, I know this Real Talk is getting a little long, so I just want to show you. All of your students have access in their Clever account to all of these interventions. So under Vista Heights Resources, you see Homework Haven is right here. That's going to be a really, really good one. Lunchtime Rescue is also right here. This is where they click to sign up and get the Google Classroom codes and everything. Saturday Academy is also right there, okay? So make sure your student is signing up for those every single time we offer it. And then we have, paper tutoring is going to be right here. That's going to be under login application. So we have paper tutoring. Again, book appointments. We've heard really, really, really good things about paper tutoring. So make sure your student is logging into that and setting up appointments. And FEV Tutor is also right there. So all of our interventions are on their Clever at their access, and all they have to do is click it to make an appointment. So take advantage of these. We want all of our students to have a wonderful, wonderful, fantastic, successful second semester, and we want to see all of our students do well. And
if you guys have any further questions, feel free to call the school, and we'll be more than happy to answer and help.
Absolutely. And we will see you next week on Real Talk. Have a wonderful day.